Before Marvel became a CGI factory churning out quippy billionaires in spandex, there was the Incredible Hulk, a weekly exercise in emotional devastation and green body paint. And when the 1980s hit, NBC decided to milk that sadness one more time with count three made for TV events: The Incredible Hulk Returns, The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, and The Death of the Incredible Hulk. It was the original OG Marvel Cinematic Universe. That's if your cinematic universe was filmed in a parking lot with the budget of a Radio Shack commercial. After years of wandering, crying, and occasionally throwing cars, David Banner returned to TV and brought along a special guest. No, not Jessica Hahn. Thor, the God of Thunder? Yes, Marvel's God of Thunder, who here looks like he just stumbled out of a Buffalo Wild Wings restaurant. Played by Eric Allen Kramer, Thor is part Viking warrior, part gym instructor, and all camp. He shouts, he drinks, and he fights Hulk like it's a professional wrestling pay-per-view. The movie was clearly a test pilot for a Thor spin-off, a concept so bold NBC immediately never spoke of it again. But Return has a strange charm. Beneath the mullets and foam hammers, there's Bill Bixby, quietly reminding us that the Hulk's greatest enemy isn't the military or even Thor, it's hope. Because every time Banner smiles, you know it's only minutes before someone gets thrown through a wall. Next, we have The Trial of the Incredible Hulk, and spoiler alert, there's no trial. The title's about as honest as a used car salesman, or in many cases, a politician. This one's really a Daredevil pilot in disguise. Rex Smith of Street Hawk, remember that show, plays Matt Murdock, the blind lawyer who fights crime by night in what looks like a leftover ninja outfit from a high school production of The Karate Kid. David Banner naturally gets arrested because existing near trouble is actually his superpower, and when he hulks out, it's inside a dream sequence where he destroys a courtroom, proving that the judicial system, much like David Banner's shirts, never stood a chance. Bixby directed this one himself, and you can feel it. It's slower, moodier, and more self-aware. It's also a miracle of restraint, given the temptation to just have Hulk punch Kingpin through a wall and call it a day. Still, Trial deserves credit for trying to connect the dots of a proto-Marvel TV universe. It was like the Defenders. That's if the Defenders met once, got arrested, and immediately canceled. And obviously, this explains where Netflix Daredevil got his original black costume from. And then came the big one. The death of the Incredible Hulk. This was it, the emotional finale. Banner's been on the run for over a decade, hiding under fake names, bad wigs, and enough aliases to confuse the FBI. This time, he's working as a scientist yet again. You would think the government might notice the same guy with anger issues and shredded clothes keep popping up in labs, but no. He even finds love, which, if you've ever watched the show, you know it's the kiss of death. Literally, while trying to save his love interest, who is obviously the archetype of Marvel's Black Widow, but they didn't make it too obvious. Banner turns into the Hulk one last time, thwarts a KGB agent from killing him, and falls from an exploding plane 100 stories to his death. No resurrection, no sequel, just a slow fade and the sound of collective childhood memories with bad music, including Bill Bixby singing in the background. The plan was to bring him back for the revenge of the Incredible Hulk, because nothing stays dead in the comics, or, in some cases, television. Except, apparently, your budget. Unfortunately, before it could happen, Bill Bixby sadly passed away, cementing this as the true melancholic end of an era.
I am free.
Today's Hulk has PhDs in physics and sarcasm.
I'm so confused.
These are confusing times.
hangs out with gods, and even eats shawarma. But back then, the Hulk was tragedy incarnate, a man cursed to live but never rest. These three movies, Return, Trial, and Death, were more than spectacle. They were about sadness, loneliness, and the quiet dignity of a man whose biggest flex was feeling too much. So yeah, the Hulk of the 1970s through the 1980s might look dated, cheap, and green in all the wrong places, but emotionally, he smashed. And if you like this video, please hit that smash button. Otherwise, you wouldn't want to make Hulk angry because you wouldn't like him when he's angry.